Hi, it's Hazel, and welcome to my channel, Hazel and Aka Design. Okay, I just got word the baby has been born and he's a boy. Now I've replied by email to say, hope mother and baby are doing well, blah, blah, blah. What's the little munchkin's name? And so on, because I'm thinking, and now this is real. The customer, the consignee, the person who ordered the journal needs it now within 2 weeks because they're traveling to the city in which the baby was born. Anyway, so that's good because I think I'm in great shape. I just got this news, so what I would have been doing if I hadn't turned on the camera is what I'm going to do now that I have turned on the camera. So that is regroup, reassess where I am, and now decide how I can add some blue elements into this project and still not make it look as though, oh, she added blue, to make it look like, oh, that was the plan all along. So what I'm going to do, hopefully, is flip through these two signatures, see what's missing, show you what has been waiting in the wings here, and get right to it. So let's do this. Okay, so I don't know which, probably this would be the first page. This page looks pretty complete. Although I did find that I still have some of this stuff that is sticky backed. Can I get it going without my pokey thing? Oopsie. It is another rainy, dreary day here. So this is a and I do want to use this. I do want to use this up. So this is obviously blue. It's pastel, which is sort of what what Renee said would be. So as you peel it off, those little centers get left behind on the sticky part and so on. So I've got this that I'm going to use someplace. We'll keep that in mind. I also have this, which is, that paper two-sided stuff. So, this is, I think, would qualify. This is another version of the same thing. Now, this is getting a bit bright, so I don't know about that. I have used this purple and green one, so I'd say no go to that one. Oh, now I have this little, look at those the cutest little brads ever. And, of course, some blue buttons, but let's just look at a brad. OMG. I don't know what the heck that could hold with those short little legs on it, but anyway, okay, so we'll keep this nearby. Anyway, didn't get very far with the flipping, did I? Okay, back to this. Oh, and near me, I also have these not fussy cut, but punch outs and so on. Some of them are, okay, why don't I just quickly, okay, those are still possible. These, I've used quite a few of these print ones, and the beauty of them is that they, I should put that dog in there because I know that apparently they have a dog. Now, if I took the time to look for my little hand stamps, I could do them in blue, I suppose. But let's see what we have in blue. So we've got a spoon, kind of a very primitive looking stork. So, I don't know, those of you who have been mothers or are grandmothers or human beings with a pulse, just know that it is so, you know, babies are one of those things. They're such, you know, obviously when all goes well, there's such good news stories. Oh, here's some booties, or a booty. And they, you know, they're just probably the universe's, God's way of letting us know that all is right in the world. And I could maybe use that, although it's a bit dark. All is right in the world, and, you know, life goes on. Because frankly, there's enough illness and death and despair and so on. So births are a rejuvenation and a confirmation that life does go on. So it's always exciting. Okay, so we've got those things within reach. Okay, so I think this page is fine. Oh, we do need something in here. But this isn't a flip through, it's just a reconnoitering. Now, well, I can't at this point start removing pages because, but I could add, although that isn't the greatest match. I'll keep that in reserve for now. We still have this. This was, oh, now I can look. Hey. This little, our big boy. So I can start using some of these. A bear with a cutie pie. So these, most of these would have to be trimmed down. My little buddy, handsome guy, that, our little guy. Oh, okay, any of these could still be used. So I'd probably have to trim them because they're on the bigger side. This little kid's, or this baby's sleeve and blanket are blue, so that's good. That doesn't look like a boy. All of these vintagey type images, you know, the kids all look like girls because either the long hair or the flowing little garments that they wore. Maybe this is a boy, but the mother's blonde, so that's no good. Okay, that's we're probably done using anything out of this stack. Okay. What else? Now I have the, mind you, that's just blue water. Anyway, okay. I keep distracting myself. Hopefully you're not getting dizzy with the back and forth. But what does this say? Our sweet baby. So I could replace this, if necessary, with one of these others that are more gender specific. Or I could add a second one, whatever. Okay, so this is good. That's okay. This, no, well, we'll see. Kind of bluey pajamas there, so rock a baby. That's got quite a bit of blue on it, but again, I could add, and there's a little boy. That's a happy accident. Okay, what's happening here? Okay, I don't know. Well, we'll see. Precious, so that's good. What's going on here? Oh, a bib. Okay, I was going to glue this bib down here. But maybe I could use something a bit, maybe that, is that a bit lost on there? I don't know. I'll leave this pooch there for the time being. I have to see if maybe there's a better spot for that. Now I could, if I could lift this up, I could. also do, you know, some sort of, I'm going to have to look back at my wrapping paper too to see if there's something that is very boy oriented. Oh, I said I was going to leave these here for the time being. That's cute as is. Oh, see again, you know, it's a bit, is this a, what is this? Oh, it's a side pocket. So I could, and it's probably big enough. Maybe if I say our big boy, they'll think that looks more like a boy. Ugh, see, this needs some trimming, so I'll just leave that there. Now I've sewn on here, so I should probably add a pocket of some sort. Oh, just a minute. I have a bunch more stuff here. That is pretty pastel. Cow jumps over the moon. Now I fussy cut around this grandma and baby. Look. But I don't know. Maybe not for this project. Okay, I forgot that I had done some of these, so that's got some blue on there. That has one, okay. Got some more. I should add the grandmother to this pile. Now these, what was the deal here? These were sent from heaven. Well, that's got blue on it. Little sweetheart, maybe that's a little too feminine. It's crazy to think like that, but you know, it is how the world still, maybe not to these guys. And we probably won't, oh, here's this one. And that one is fine. That one is fine. I think we'll leave the one with the doll for another baby at another time. Oh, and I never did do anything with all of these frames. I'm sure it's hard for you to see with all these colors piled on top of each other. Okay, let's see what, I guess we could use, whoops, this one, this one, this one, and the rest, no go. Okay, now the other thing that you may not be aware of is that, well, I do have a scrap of this that could probably be okay, is that I do not have any inkling about, that could be a boy, I do not have any inkling about what I'm doing for a cover. Cute as a button. So those, and again, I'm probably pulling out way more than can fit in a 2-signature journal, but I don't want to accidentally forget anything that could be, what is this? Oh, these are items. Okay, there's some handprints. Now do we, well, there's green, yellow, teal, or, oh, there's this one. What is this? Oh, those are black and white photos. Now, some of these kids looked, not that you can always tell, but they did look more boyish. I remember when my kids were, see, doesn't that look like a boy? I remember when my, and I'd say, almost say that's a boy, when my kids were babies, and you know, not that anyone wanted anybody to cry, but honestly, some of the baby expressions were just so precious. You could see the little lip quiver, the eyes are getting squeezed shut. They're about to, and honestly, that little kid there was crying. You can't help but laugh, and well, maybe if you're strange. Oh, see, and I have this tassel on this paper clip, but I bet you I probably have. Let's just have a quick look here. Well, I do have this wrong color. Sorry, I'm just a little bit discombobulated. I have to look elsewhere to see where my other tassels are. I mean, I do have a place for tassels. It's not that I'm completely disorganized, you understand. Okay, this is another one of those sticky things. Again, you know, gotta use this up, man. Okay, these things, this was more like collage fodder. Oh, and I did, in anticipation, oh, let's also look through this and put it aside. Well, this could work. That kid is wearing blue. Baby. I think the rest of these things probably have to just go back to the another thing I did before I knew what was start gathering up some stuff for a snippet roll. Now these are obviously gender neutral. But the other thing I did, now I have to handle this very carefully. Whoa. Maybe if I brought this closer, I would be less likely to drop something. Okay. We're not going to be obviously using the pink baby sock or this frilly-dilly stuff. I've already used napkins. Oh, these are some buttons. See if I should actually look back and see what breed that dog was that they have, and see if any of these button heads, dog buttons, look like they could be that dog. What's this? Oh, sewing machine. Doubt that the kid is doing any sewing yet. And I do have more. I wonder where I have my other novelty buttons. That's a thimble. Teapot. Whoa. You know, I think I probably have other buttons that are more. Now, I'd put this stuff aside. Clearly, we're not using that. That's more ribbon. Those are too old. That is probably not the right blue, but we'll leave it there anyway. Okay, what have we here? Oh, this could be an over-the-top thing if I finish it. No, care for that. More crying babies. We'll see. Now, the moon, that could be used, I guess. We're not using, whoops, Sweet Pea Peekaboo. No, I had kind of pre-grouped some stuff that, oh boy, that I thought could be. Okay, baby names related to gems and minerals. Some suggestions for the storyteller. Okay, this is blue, and I backed it on something. That is about baby names. We're not using the little red shoes. I had, if you remember, I had a greeting card that had all of these little, it was all about, you know, the time in a baby's day. Stroller time, sleepy time, dressing time, blah, blah, blah. So what I did was, not those, remove them from the card, remove them from their little raised doohickeys. Oh, there are more. And basically have them ready to go. So those could be used just as, how do the backs look? They could be used as tabs, I guess. That might be the simplest. Okay, let's get rid of these things that I've eliminated. That's probably a bit too bright, so we'll say twinkle little, twinkle twinkle little, do you know how loved you? Twinkle twinkle little what? Oh, star. Jeez. Do you know how loved you are? And I had also, here's the center of this greeting card. I had also had these little teeny tiny thumbnails, and I glued some of them together, thinking that I could, let me show you a couple more. Okay, that's not, thinking about using them for dangles. Now, maybe I'm mistaken, but I think those kind of look pretty feminine, so maybe we'll use these other things instead. Oh, here's a dangle. What does it say? Life is a journey, not a destination. It's a bit profound for a baby. But this is what I was trying to get to without any mishaps. I had just strung this sorry, I keep seeing things that need some action here. Now I tied kind of a knot. Okay, this is secured at this end by running the thread, and this is just sewing thread, no, upholstery thread, through the bead a couple of times. Now, I didn't know how long this needs to be because, of course, I don't have a cover, and I don't know how, you know, what I'm doing with this exactly. So I tied a knot, but yet a bead managed to come off. So I don't want to handle this overly much until I know that it's the right length and I can proceed to do something with it. So for now, and luck, you know, maybe it was fate, but I did work in a few, just, you know, few blue beads here. So I think this is great. This would be great to go as is once I determine the length that's required. So I'll put that out of harm's way. I found another one of those. My daughter likes this kind of pukey green. And I'd offer, you know, I've been buying jewelry lots, either through auction or just if I encounter them. And I'm totally hooked on that now. Anyway, I sent her photos of some items because I managed to find a 925 silver bracelet in that. So she liked that. She's able to wear silver. And this was another thing that I had sent her. But I don't know if you can see those tiny little blue beads there. So she didn't want this. But I'm thinking maybe, you know, I haven't done anything to it, but maybe this could be also worked into a dangle. So I'm going to keep this with the beaded parts, and this will just go into charms since she rejected those. Okay, these little baby things I'm going to put back in here. I can get rid of this sorting tray now. Let's have a quick look at some of this wrapping paper. Sorry, I just keep pushing. Okay, obviously not that. Well, what else do I have in here? Well, that's a boy, and that's a brunette. Well, kind of almost a redhead, but that's a boy. What a little stinker. And this is obviously very old. Okay, so that is a possibility. These were more of the sheets out of that kit. These are more pages. Now, okay, here's this. You, Mom, Dad, Grandpa, Great. Okay, that could be used. I could fold that up and put it in a pocket. That could be a good thing. The day you were born. That could be a possibility too. Okay, these are just mostly things that I saved either because they were potential, you know, backing papers or collage. Happy birthday. What in the world was going on? Well, that could be very scary to be chronicling. I probably don't. Okay, this is a masculine looking little bunny. I will keep these, I guess, on standby in case I need to fussy cut, you know, some creature in blue. Too bold, I would say. I think we've used this. That's probably not good either. We've used elements of this one. Now we could definitely use some of this. Sort of got that. Okay, I'll keep this on standby because this might be, you know, maybe I would want to do a collage on what's going on here. It's like folding a road map. You better get it right. Okay, so that one is good, and this one is fairly boyish, I would say. Okay, so let's move these things out of the way for the time being. And okay, then, sorry, this is taking over my space here. And I never did finish flipping through that signature, or did I? Okay, this, let's finish one thing, okay? Can we please? Like you guys are in control of what I'm doing. Oh, that needs some glue. This was from a master board, and you can probably recognize that mouse. Or no, that's not a mouse, that's a rabbit. What the heck is going on here? Oh, I tore it right off. Okay, that's just great. Okay, so this was obviously off a master board type scenario. I added that little tab. Now, I don't know if you saw this, if I showed this before or not, but there's that diaper pin. Oh, let me look at my diaper pins. Not that anybody in this day and age is using diaper pins, but there's a blue one. This might be good on a cover. What's going on here? Of course, you have to take them all off to get to the one you want. Oh, babies, babies, babies. Okay. I'll just use that now, or leave that there as a reminder. If I needed a second, oh, I do have my jar of colored paper clips, so let's pull out some blue ones. I've got, at last count, about 3 million paper clips. Now, whether it's right or not, again, you know, because we lay on these expectations, or we have these stereotypes about gender. I'm just gonna put this aside so I can move all of this up a bit. We have these stereotypes about gender. Oh, how about putting this back in here? Now, mind you, I could add, that bunny is wearing a dress. Speaking of stereotypes about gender, let me put this in here for the time being. Now, I could add, wait, bye-bye. I always start my stitching in the bottom right-hand corner, so, but that's, I need to put it at the narrow end if this is going to work. Okay, this is a possibility. I'm going to leave this here for the time being, because honestly, and this is exactly what I'd be doing if you guys weren't here. Okay, we're getting rid of this for the time being. We have essentially finished looking at this one. Now I did a video yesterday, which you aren't going to see for a while, that on snippets, and I had this piece that I'm not sure where it came from, might have come in the prize from Kim, but I thought, oh, wouldn't this make a great base for a baby book snippet? Because, you know, you could add to it. I mean, white is, a, you know, sort of white, purity of babies and stuff like that. Hey. But again, this would be a bit risky to do. And in fact, I wouldn't do it until I pretend this was fussy cut, until I knew my book height, my page height. I mean, well, I do know my page height. My page height is this. I could make a snippet if I could find which side I'm using here. Okay, 8.5. So if I cut this to, say, 8 inches, I could easily do a very simplified snippet that, you know, it's not going to be over the top because, again, of the gender thing. Let me see this. I can put this under here too. Oh, this is shaping up. Don't you love when that happens? Okay, these other things are bigger and big enough to use on their own, probably. That's a possibility. That bottle is blue. Where's my... I do have more than one little tray here. Why am I not collecting these guys? And then it will be less chaotic. I could throw that in there. In fact, I have 2 here. Why don't I put these guys? I have to look up that dog breed. It was something I didn't know. Oh, and here's this photo that could still be used somewhere over the rainbow. Okay. This already looks more, less like craziness. And more like, oh, I can work with that. Put all these things together. I might have to rethink this whole, like, change out these ribbons, and I might even have baby boy ribbon somewhere. So, and this might work in there, so we'll leave that over there. Okay, so this is a possibility. Oh, I was going to, just for the heck of it, not that these are pastel, but they would show up. Let's pick a third one. That's probably getting a bit dark. Anyway, we'll leave that over there. And I'm going to just turn this, or lift that out of the way. Okay, before I flip through that second signature, let's see what I can see here. Okay, we're not using any of that because it's pink. This was sort of boy stuff. Here are some little blue things. Okay, those look kind of masculine. Oh, this was protecting some stickers. That was protecting, or not stickers. Yeah, stickers. We can't use the pink feet, but we can use the trucks, the dog. We've used some of these, I think. And this is all pretty feminine, so we're going to keep those things there. And what I should do, is this big enough? No, it's not. I should probably now put all of these things in here. It's a little easier on them probably than the big paper clip. And what have we here? Okay, so Jack in a Box, a Bluetooth. Yeah, this is good. And sometimes, you know, it's not going to take much. You know, a little well-positioned sticker is going to get the message across as to what we're looking at. I do have more of these that I can use if I need to. Now, one thing, I can't remember if I did this. Oh, did I show these in the video or not? But I did a video recently on using these paper fasteners. And I had done some. They all look kind of feminine, though, to me. But if I did them, I should. That's probably not what today's baby boy would have on his feet. I'm sure there's something more, but maybe this would be fine. Yeah, let's commit to using that one. Okay, what else have we got here? Oh, I had done this Kissable Kid, so this can definitely be used. That would be like a bookmark. Okay. We've looked through this already. This baby card, I don't think, although that is very unbelievably sweet. And that kid has brown hair. Okay, that's girl stuff. Let's look at this. These are stripes or strips. Oh, I do have more of the fussy cut critters out of that baby book. So we'll see. Oh, I have this as I have these as master, you know, partial master boards that could be okay, I said I was interested in this paper and that one. Oh, and this one. So let's get rid of the ones that may not be used, will not be used. Okay, so what do we have here? Let's just quickly. No, not this one either. Let's quickly look through these guys that were fussy cut. That bunny's wearing a dress. Okay, that's a boy bunny. That's a boy mouse. That's a family washing a car. Frolicking in the snow. it's tea party. Tea party. Pantaloons, so no. 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 Okay, so there are some possibilities out of there, and because they're partially done, like if I back this, this could even be a pocket. I mean, I kind of tear it a little better there. This could be a side tuck if I square it up, or is it square? It is square. Okay, and this guy is pretty darn cute. Okay, what was I saying here? Oh, not these guys. Okay, so, you know, I hope this is proving to you that every little thing you do, when you don't know what to do, is not lost effort. It will help you out in a pinch. Let's just have a quick boo through this. Too feminine. No. Oh. I wonder if I can fold that to make an envelope without, you know, obviously distorting the kid's face. And this is definitely a boy because that's a whatever that is on there. A little embroidery, that's too girly. Love that lip. And if every baby under the sun has not done the old bottom lip pout, I don't know. I can't imagine that that's not a universal baby behavior. Now, again, that says baby, but I don't think we can bypass those embroidered flowers. Now here's another masculine one. Okay. I'm so pleased with how this is kind of unfolding. Now, I obviously did some sloppy tearing there, but oh, that is sweet, baby, sweet. Have to ponder that. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, I think these are just, these were going to be either backing items or, what's this bluish one here? Such a little body, such a big miracle. That is so true. I don't know what those, I can't see what those are. Weekly ticket. I'll leave that out for the time being. Who knows, maybe I'll need a little heart, tugging at the heartstrings quote. Okay, now we haven't done a single thing. Well, that's not quite true. We're getting organized, but okay, I will show you this last signature and the state of it. That could be a boy gorging himself on cake, so we're able to use this. That's his cutie patootie, and there's nothing girly about that, really. Here's that purple strip that I was talking to you about. Now, I suppose, I don't think I want to start inking, because inking does a whole other thing. But I could add an eyelet at the top. I'm leaving, the jury is still out on that, because, you know, the minute you keep adding more of that stuff, it takes it. Look at the little pouters here. Isn't that clever how that worked out? Too much noise. And I did just want those little eyes poking out. It takes so little to amuse me. Okay, sleep well, little children. So this is generic enough that it's good. And switch out the paper clip for a, maybe, no, that one needs something else added to it. Let's use this one. And again, I could look through, I did organize my stencils somewhat, or some of my stencils yesterday. I should show you that. I took a page out of Barbara from 49 Dragonflies. Let me just quickly pull this in and show you. Now, up until yesterday, I was using, okay, that's very close. Oopsie. I was using this thingamajig, obviously thrifted, to separate necklace chains. Because, you know, once you have untangled them, you don't want to have to do that very often. So basically what I did, I used these 1 inch, maybe a little more, things to hold stencils of similar sizes together. And these tend to be background stencils. Or weird things like this. Or these. Why am I doing it that way? Let me put this on the floor. So where there were no holes, I punched holes and made, you know, things like this. So once I know the kid's name, I could stencil an initial here and there. Wouldn't that be clever? Oh my goodness. Just amazing myself with my obvious, with such obvious ideas. I did all my Tim Holtz ones together on another hook. And the beauty of these hooks is that you can easily flip through the stencil. This is my weirdo bunch. You can easily flip through the one you need, open the ring, and use it. Now, of course, I still have mega stencils. This is a bit of an odd duck here too. When we had our business, stencils came like this on this heavy duty-ish plastic. So it probably was a 12-inch stencil and I cut it down. I love this and I use it repeatedly. This was, I think at some point they were doing these kinds of, is there a brand name on here? It doesn't matter, it doesn't mean anything. So, I don't know. It was kind of a ruler and very primitive looking. And then, of course, these drafting templates. So, anyway, what I started to say, and the reason for that detour, was that I could look through and see what I might have in my binders. I think it's plural, or maybe one binder, to see if I have some stencils that would be apropos for pages like this that really don't have anything on them yet. Mind you, this could also be, not that that's kind of offensive to me. Well, anyway, you will get to see a final flip through because I'll definitely do that. But, or do we use something big like this that is going to cover up a lot of that pink? That might be the answer there. Let's just clip this in place as a reminder. Okay, so we have this free-floating journaling card. Oopsie. Clipped a little too much together there. So again, this is pretty naked. So a lot of those things that you've seen me put aside can come into play here. You know, and then it's a matter of, I'd probably get rid of that baby gift bit. I'd probably just use, in fact, let's just do that. separate that. Now this could be, I could collage on here to make a pocket, and look, it's even the right size. That might be the answer there. So maybe this, again, I'd cut that off, becomes a corner tuck or something like that. Oh, I should say, and I have said in previous videos, I don't like when, or I try to avoid having anybody, birds, animals, people, looking outside, away from the project at hand. So in other words, even though this kid is sleeping, I'd prefer that this baby look this way as opposed to outside the book. So we'll put this on this side instead. This is too darn cute. And obviously that stays as it is. Oh, there's that grandma feeding that same kid. And that's a flip out. So I might have to add something blue here to sort of man up this this spread here. Cute little belly band, and this is just some babysitter notes. Again, now I could probably add something there, but I kind of hesitate to do that. Now this is a little booklet that I made using a bunch of scrapbooking paper, and some of it is fairly substantial. So this is ends up being a fat little book. So that is tucked in there. And what have I got here? Oh, this was that little baby sweater. Well, this is a card, a little gift enclosure card. So do I still want to use that? I don't know. So you can see I have a lot done, but there are also quite a few things that still need doing. I should just check and see what the time is. Ooh, we're almost at an hour. Okay, I'm going to stop there. And I'm going to stop without my usual fanfare. And, oh, what about this? Oh, what about that? Just know that now, if I'm not watching your videos or replying to your comments, it's because I got my nose to the grindstone, my shoulder to the wheel, my ear to the ground, and I'm working my butt off on this baby book. And I will be sure to share the results with you as soon as it's done. And in the meantime, I guess if you have any bright ideas about what I should do for a cover, not that I might get them from you in time to actually alter or to direct the decision, but if you have an idea for a cover, that might be a good thing to offer. I could, well, now I know I can pick a blue. I could pick a blue hardcover cover and build from there. I could do something. So anyway, I said I wouldn't drag this out. Okay, thanks guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.